We got to get an updated picture of Mayor and Jackson for our cover. We got to make that happen. It's crazy to see. Jackson came by the other day. He's in kindergarten over at Forest Hunt Elementary and doing good. So it's good to see him come by. But definitely keep the mayor in your thoughts and prayers. He's a little under the weather with the change in seasons. So not feeling the greatest this morning. So we got it. You're in good hands with Fire Chief Brandon Harrell. And you can see the side of her is Chief Wendy Craig from Rutherford Fire and Rescue. So good morning from the fire department.
Good morning.
So October is special to you guys over there. Wendy, I mean, it's the month you look forward to all month, right?
Yes.
All year, not all month.
Yes. October is Fire Prevention Month. So it's one of our most exciting months. We like to share a lot of fire prevention tips. We're doing some adult programs this month also. So not only are we getting the kids involved this month, we do have some adult programs coming up. So we're excited about that.
Ooh,
got some cool fire prevention stuff this year for cooking safety.
Yep. So if you do have a cooking boo-boo, we even have Band-Aids.
Band-Aids. I like it.
That would have been so helpful last night because I was like julienning carrots and like part of my finger just got
Look, Magnolia needed Band-Aids, and then
I'll bring you some by today.
You could have used one of our cold packs.
Wonderful.
Feel better.
So Wendy, Chief, I know you guys have been busy making the rounds at all the schools. I know you've been to Rutherford Elementary, Trinity, St. Francis Day School. Y'all, I think I saw you guys at Choice Care. You guys have made all the youth stuff already this month with the smokehouse and kind of doing education stuff. But Wendy, you teased us with some adult programs. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so our adult program, we started this before COVID. We tried to do a few of those adult programs. Of course, COVID came in, shut us down for a couple of years on that. But we have picked that back up this year. We have cottages at Crestview. We have them scheduled for next Tuesday. So we have a little fire safety PowerPoint that's about fire, not just fire prevention, but fall prevention and just some of the things that sometimes.
How do you prevent fall? I mean, it's coming, right? Pumpkin spice and everything nice is here.
Yes, fall is here.
Yep, and slippery steps.
And wet leaves.
Oh, that type of fall. Okay, I got you now.
There you go.
Yes. So we have a lot of safety tips, not on just fire, but like fall prevention and just some things that sometimes as adults we just kind of forget about, like rugs and how we can slip on them if we place them through our house. And then we have the county has a brand new fire extinguisher prop that's all digital. So we're taking that with us and going to teach them how to use fire extinguishers. So that's going to be really cool. That'll be new for them. So we've got a couple of those scheduled. We've got Cherry Knoll scheduled later in the month. So if anybody's interested in that, you can reach out to us.
Yeah, like if a church or somebody, civic group's got something going on, they reach out to you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in October, but you guys are really geared up for that. So the calendar might be getting kind of full for those.
October's pretty full.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we'll probably move into November at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you guys got kind of been not down a little bit, but some of your staff's been out at training. You had one of your staff members out at North Carolina Breathing School this week, right?
Two there.
Oh yeah, you had two.
Yep, we had two there. Talked to Captain Hudson last night, and they are having a great time. He said that's well worth the wait. It took us 3 years to get two guys in there. That's how there's a firefighter from Alaska. And another one they're from all over the country, but Alaska and Hawaii are the two further states. So that's a good school to go to.
Awesome. Chief, this has been not just because of Fire Prevention Month with the fire department, but this has been a busy month for you guys. You've got something monumental coming up on the 26th. Can you tell folks more about the day that they want to be with you guys on the 26th?
Yeah, so at 4:00 on the 26th, we are having our grand opening of Fire Station 2 in the Union community, and this will help spread our resources out to 36 square mile fire district, which it's a lot to cover from one station. So it's a long time coming to get this built and get our resources spread out so we can better serve our entire district.
And I will these folks this morning. So we are very excited about Fire Station number 2. It's been a long time in the making. I've been with the town now 9 years, and when I first came to work here and started to kind of have meetings with all of the department heads at the time, Chief Tommy Blanton, that was one of the first things we talked about, 9 years ago, were the plans for Station 2. And so it's finally kind of coming to fruition. But we will have some giveaway items, just some monumental stuff, or just some stuff, not monumental, some moment. Celebrate the day. I forget what there.
Yeah.
Mementos. That's what we're looking for.
Knickknacks.
You'll actually be able to get a little keychain out there. So come see us, get a little keychain. But that will be on the 26th at 4:00, and the address is 1701 Baber Road, right next to our friends at Broad River Water
Authority. Yep.
So, if you know where Broad River Water Authority's treatment plant is on Baber, just to the right of that is Fire and Rescue Station number 2. Coming along really nice out there. Really been really neat to see that station come to life. And then after the 26th, Chief, people can expect people there?
Yes. Yep. We are definitely during the day. We're still working on our full-time staffing aspect, and that will happen down the road shortly. So,
and not to take the thunder away from our friends at the Daily Courier, but we talked about this at our town council meeting last week, first week in October. But I know the Daily Courier is going to be doing an article around some of the state funding. And Chief, you guys received some pretty large sum of state funding this year for a project. You want to just kind of tell folks about what that means and how that's it's going to take some time to put into action, but how that level of service is going to be improved by that.
Yeah. So the state granted us the funds for a new ladder truck, and where that is different from our current ladder truck is that it will be 100-foot aerial. So what that means that some areas that we have trouble with our 75-foot ladder, our 100-foot ladder will provide us a better reach. Where we have one example is Rutherford Hospital. They have a large footprint, big building in the middle with a large footprint around it that makes it hard for us to even access that larger portion of that building. That ladder truck will make that possible.
Yeah,
and that's just there's many more.
And one of the kind of caveats of that is that the existing ladder that we have will be donated. Obviously, all the equipment and stuff will come off, but the truck itself will be donated over to Spindale Fire and Rescue is kind of the plan. And they're a mutual aid department of the town of Rutherton. So it's almost as if the citizens of Rutherton have 2 ladder companies serving their territory now instead of just one.
Yeah, and that helps us all out with our service delivery and our ISO ratings for your homeowner's insurance. So all that plays together.
Yeah, and we're not talking about like a ladder that you pick up at Lowe's, right? We're talking about
No.
I think I heard you say 1.6 million.
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty substantial investment for the town. Thank you to our friends at the General Assembly for kind of listening to our needs and responding to that.
What were you going to say, Magnolia?
I was going to say maybe we can keep like the RFD sticker on one side and Spindle can put their sticker on the other. So it'll still be like mutual aid with our fire trucks. So.
There you go.
Well, the thing is, the cool thing about fire trucks is on the inside of the door, most manufacturers put, like custom made for Rutherton Fire and Rescue or the department that it goes to. So if it goes to Spindale, this is just a little jab. Every time they open the door, it's going to say custom made for the town of Rutherford.
Yep. We could talk to Phil Rogers and get us a nice RS sticker.
See, I like that idea.
On it. There you go.
All right. Speaking of RS, before we transition away from fire stuff, tonight is big rivalry game. RS Central versus East Rutherford at the Palace. That'll start at 7:30, I believe, is kickoff. So, Chief, any predictions on that game? You want to pick RS? You want to pick East?
I've got to go blue and white. Class of 2001. I mean, yep. Come on,
Wendy,
go Big Blue.
Topper true, Topper pride. Let's go Toppers.
Magnolia.
I guess I'll go with the Hilltoppers too.
I'm not breaking the mold. I'm going Hilltoppers all the way.
I know you two are the out of towners.
Yeah. Well, I got told the other day there was some folks that came in. They were buying T-shirts and stuff for a reunion, and I got told that I could be an honorary Hilltopper. That I could come to their class reunion and be an honorary Hilltopper. So I'm taking it as if,
Hey,
you know, taking it as if I'm Hilltopper. Hey, I tried to
you've
put
been-
on the Henry suit.
right. I mean,
in the parade.
or the Henry head. That
Yeah.
I mean, that should be an
counts,
automatic.
All right. So if folks are interested in fire prevention, definitely reach out to Wendy Craig at Rutherford Fire and Rescue. Their office is over on Mitchell Street, 144 North Mitchell. Stop in, check them out. Check out the new renovations to Station 1. Join us on the 26th at 4 o'clock out at Station 2. Wendy, will you have any fire prevention stuff available on the 26th?
Absolutely. Sure.
Yep. So if you can't make it to Station 1, make it to Station 2. And Chief, Wendy, we just appreciate everything you guys do for us.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And
All right.
just a reminder before we get off of fire prevention, this year's theme, or this month's theme, is cooking safety starts with you. So as you think about fire prevention and smoke alarms and things like that, think about cooking safety, and make sure your kids understand cooking safety. And they may be able to train the adults, because that's where we have more of our fires, is with the adults that forgot what they learned when they were in school.
And it sounds like you were even talking to folks about, like, slippery surfaces, falling, cutting yourself while you're cooking. So, it's not just about the actual fires; it's about the emergency medical response too.
That's right. Band-Aids. That's right. Band-Aids and stuff.
All right. If we can't laugh at each other, can we even have any fun? All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Stay safe out there. If you're interested in fire safety, please check out Rutherford Fire and Rescue. Wendy has got a fantastic program for both kids and adults. And we just want to say thank you for everything you do in the community.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have
a good day.
Oh, it's always fun to have them on.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to go by and grab some Band-Aids, it looks like.
I know. Well, I got it taped up because
it looks like a major flesh wound.
It was not good. Like it bled through multiple Band-Aids. So, but I think we're good now. We're in the clear.
All right. Before we get to the topic of the day, which I'm going to still say it's Hilltop Fall Festival, we've got some news to kind of get through. So next week, we do have a special called town council meeting on Tuesday. So breaking the mold a little bit, it'll be on Tuesday at 5:30, not Wednesday. So Tuesday the 17th at 5:30 here at City Hall. Town Council is going to meet jointly with the Recreation Committee to look at the first set of initial drawings for Norris Recreation Complex Phase 1. So remember a couple years ago, we did a master plan for that park. We have received funding for what will be Phase 1 amenities, and we have hired Destination by Design to do the final drawings. They have ordered a survey of the property, so Tripod Land Surveying has been out there doing all the survey work. As that's kind of coming together, there's pieces of that master plan that just aren't really kind of jiving with the survey and the topography and everything that'll need to happen space-wise out there. And so Destination by Design wants to have a check-in with the Town Council and the Recreation Committee just to kind of see their thoughts and ideas around how conceptually Phase 1 is scheming out on the property, and then what that means for Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, and future uses too, just to ensure that there's no false expectations of how that comes together on the property. So I'm excited. I got to see some of the initial drafts, and I think everybody's going to be really, I hope everybody is excited and anticipates that park as much as I do. And so it's going to be a fun meeting. We will also be talking about capital facilities needs of the town and some property management of the town. So we do have some properties that we want to discuss about keeping the properties, selling the properties, donating the properties, those type of things. But more importantly, beginning a plan of attack for the renovation of this building that we're in here at 129 North Main Street for our Rutherford Police Department, and future expansion of a new town hall facility and what property that goes on. And so another major influx of state funding of $4 million to kick off both of those projects. So That $4 million will help cover the cost of the renovations of this building here at Town Hall into the police department, and then the balance of those funds parlayed into the construction of a new facility for Town Hall. So major kickoff to those, but that'll be fun to kind of look through the parks, look through this building. And then back on the parks, the Eric Wells Memorial Shelter, our goal was to reach $50,000 in funding. And obviously, we do never want to turn funding away. And so if you're considering a donation, please consider to still do that. But we have crossed our threshold goal of fundraising for the Eric Wells Memorial Shelter. So we want to bring that back to Town Council, share that news with them, and then see if we can begin construction of that shelter. And that'll be over at Kiwanis Park, right on the 7th Street side of Kiwanis Park, in memory of Eric Wells, who's a longtime Kiwanian and longtime Scoutmaster and business owner here in Rutherford that unfortunately passed away. And so we are extremely excited to partner with the Wells family and the Kiwanis Club of Rutherford to build that shelter in his honor.
That's so exciting. When did we close the funding gap?
We formally closed the funding gap late Wednesday afternoon. So we went over the threshold on Wednesday, and I actually had two donations come in this morning, which has put us about $1,500 over the threshold. So just exciting that people are responding to that in the community, and it's gonna be beautiful there on Kiwanis Park.
I need some coffee or something this morning. I'm struggling.
You need a Blue Monkey kick.
I know. I do.
All right, so I got council meeting next week. Next week, you also have something special going on Saturday night, Magnolia.
We do. So Ruffton Roots is gearing up for our Empty Bowls fundraiser. This has been quite a long time in the making. I think we really officially started planning this fundraiser back in, I want to say it was like April or May. So it's been a long process. We've had volunteer work nights to create some potted bowls. We've had some local artists donate bowls to us, but really you'll buy a ticket for $40. You'll come in, you'll pick out your own piece of pottery. They are all absolutely beautiful from the ones that I've seen. And then you'll get to enjoy an all-you-can-eat soup and salad buffet. And some of those soups are donated from local restaurants, so you know that they're going to be good. So we're so excited to really gather with our community and raise funds for the garden's operations.
Yeah, so one of the things we're evaluating is all of our facilities, right? And so I was over at the clubhouse Wednesday afternoon. I was over at the clubhouse. We're looking at some options there for temporary space and then value add to that facility. And so in the basement, I was kind of looking around at stuff, taking some measurements, and there's a lot of that pottery down there. And I'm telling you, I don't know which one to pick. They're all beautiful. They're all so beautiful. And the pottery alone, is probably worth $30 or $40. On top of that, you guys are putting soup in. And so get online. You can go right to our website, rutherton.net, go right to the Civic Rec or the Civic Rec or recreation links and events right there. You can buy your tickets right online. You can actually print little tickets to bring to the door. It's going to be a fun night. That'll be at the clubhouse next Saturday. A lot of stuff going on today. So it is Friday the 13th, but there is some fun stuff going on today. So Rutherford Food, Art, and Brew has a concert tonight at 1:13, which is right here on Court Street. That'll start, I believe, at 6 o'clock. They're going to have Court Street shut down right in front of 113 with some small, kind of a smaller condensed version of Fab. So there'll be some arts and crafts vendors out there, I believe, some food trucks. There'll be tables set up. Definitely going to want to come by. That is a ticketed event. So I do not remember right off the top of my head how much those tickets are. We can look on their page while we're looking, but that is a ticketed event because it is inside. And so definitely want to come out for some live music. Just remember that is going to be ticketed. We'll get you the dollar amount here in a minute. While Magnolia's pulling that up, we are also very excited about the launch of a new business. See what I did there? Launch of a new business. Fly Girl Brewing opens up to the public formally tonight, Friday the 13th, out at the old Tanner factory store. If you've been out to Flyboy Pizza and their new location, Fly Girl Brewing is right next to that. I got the honor to go out last night for their friends and family night, kind of a soft launch last night. And I'm here to tell you that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful space. They've got four pool tables out there. They have got a full-size airplane inside the brewery. They've got some beautiful outdoor seating. They've got a lot of indoor seating and different kind of seating options in there. And it is a huge, huge space. And it doesn't feel, it's very intimate though. They have tables of 4 tops, 6 tops, 8 tops. So no matter how many friends you bring out there and kind of hang out, they've got a couple bar areas. They've got plenty of food. You can order off of the menu from Fly Girl Pizza or Fly Boy Pizza, but they also have a Fly Girl kitchen with all different types of really fun appetizers, burgers, wraps, chicken wings. So it was a really cool experience, and I encourage you to check them out. They'll be open all weekend. They start tonight. They'll be open tonight, I believe, until midnight. Saturday and Sunday, I believe the hours are 11 to midnight both days, 11 a.m. to midnight. So kind of lunch and all the way through dinner. So check them out at Fly Girl Brewery out next to Fly Boy Pizza.
I'm so excited. I think I'm going tomorrow night. And I honestly haven't been to Flyboy since they moved from their location from downtown Rutherfordton. But all the pictures online, like, it looks so awesome. And I'm so happy that they're here in Rutherfordton.
Yeah, and it's just really neat. They've done a fantastic job transitioning the old warehouse space into community gathering space and brewery space. They've got, like I said, they've got the pool tables. They've got it's so big. They've got indoor cornhole.
Yeah, and they have the little Coke machines where you can get the glass Cokes.
They do. They got plenty of kids drinks, very family friendly, plenty of space for the young ones to run around. They right now, so just as a disclaimer for all you brewery folks out there, their equipment is set up and they are working through their recipes and all that kind of thing. So they do not have their own product. There is no Fly Girl brew available yet. But I bet they have somewhere probably near 24 taps of all locally sourced brews. A lot of the stuff that we're used to out of Asheville and Hendersonville and Black Mountain, and some unique stuff that you've maybe never heard of before. They've got some stuff out of the Charlotte market. So they've got some really cool brews on tap. And their plan is to then begin transitioning those into their brews after the first of the year. So in talking to Lance and the team at Fly Girl, their goal is to have their brews on tap sometime in the first of the year.
That's awesome. So I was trying to go back and look for how much the tickets are for the Dancing Flea concert with Fab tonight. And all I see is that the first 100 attendees get in for free. I actually don't see a ticket link for the event.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was a ticketed event. Let's see.
I thought so too.
First 100 attendees are free. Well, how about that? Just get there first. Show starts at 7, doors open at 6. There's going to be food trucks everywhere. That's 113. It is literally located at 113 West Court Street, right across from Small Town Coffee Roasters. We will do what we can to see about what that ticketed event. I know there is going to be tickets after the 100. I hope that more than 100 folks show up.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. What's this say?
Oh, here, $20 for a ticket. I will.
Yeah. Yep. $20 for the Dancing Fleas. That's gonna be a fun night for them. But hey, first 100 get there. First 100 get in free. So come on down. The road's gonna be closed at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. They're gonna have food trucks there. They're gonna have all kinds of cool stuff. You know, kind of a condensed version of Fab tonight, just in the Court Street area. So it'd be fun to kind of hang out and mull around and wait for be one of the first 100, just kind of hanging outside the door. And then, if you're number 101, have that $20 bill ready to go.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. All right. Hilltop Fall Festival. First of all, I just want to give a big shout out to Mother Nature because she helped us out with some fantastic weather last weekend. Hopefully you had a fun time at Hilltop Fall Festival. If you had a good time at Hilltop Fall Festival, if you were there, drop in the comments what your favorite thing was about the festival. But I want to tell you, we made some massive changes this year, Magnolia, and I think they paid off for the positive.
I really think they did too. I took a lot of time during just the festival to walk around and talk to our vendors. And I don't know what it was about being in the middle of Main Street, but they felt like they had so much more visibility. I know that the downtown businesses really enjoyed having more visibility of their storefronts and everything like that. But I know that we have a lot to learn and we have a lot of things that we can do differently next year. But it was such a good festival.
Yeah, I'm like you. I probably walked 10 miles in our small, quarter-mile Main Street. But, being able to walk into the businesses, walk in and out of the vendor booths, I think a lot of people really did enjoy being in the middle because, in years past, I was talking to one of the vendors and he said, he really felt like he was fighting. And I said, well, tell me more. And he said, when we were on the curbs, we were fighting with the businesses because they wanted people to come into their stores and we were blocking their stores. And then we were fighting the crowd because right across from us was another vendor that was trying to sell something. And so people were looking left and right and trying to figure out which way to go. And they felt like they were fighting both the businesses and the other vendors. And in this scenario, people's choice was the business or the vendor, and they didn't feel like it was competition, felt like it was a great layout. And I even talked to people about, how fun it was just to kind of go around and see all the different things. But a lot of our businesses that historically have not seen a lot of traffic, I talked to a lot of those owners and they were pleased with the traffic flow that came in and out that day. Some business even said, it was one of our better days. Some not so much, but hey, we're not like a taco. We're not going to make everybody happy. So we tried the best we can. We put all the good toppings on it, but hey, we'll do better next year, that kind of thing. But it really was a good day. Having all of the car show, having the music, having the activities up on the courthouse lawn, the dog show. Did you get a chance to see the dog costumes?
I did. I loved it so much. And if you missed any of these moments, definitely check out our Facebook page because we were able to post some pictures. But the dog costume contest was awesome.
Our friends at Wright Brothers Construction bringing a real life excavator. The faces on some of these kids that once they realized that they were going to be able to sit on a real excavator and just move the bucket around. I mean, it was like, I'm sure they're still talking about it with their friends at school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the wrestling show, that was
wrestling show,
a big hit with people. It was awesome.
It was absolutely hilarious. I walked down there because I wanted to see it, and I walked down there, and it was a huge crowd, and they put on a fantastic show. I was laughing the whole time. I mean, it was just old school wrestling, the way they're jantering and jabbering back and forth, and it was absolutely hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. And there were people that were just enthralled by it. That's how good the show was. They put on so not just the wrestling component, but the theatrical component of what they were doing. They did a great job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then it was funny too because I walked down there and then I was like I was all over the place, and so I walked out on the street and there were people and you could see they were like. And I said, come on, you want to watch. You want to come over here and watch this. And they did. It's like they just kept coming. And once they realized what it was and saw how good they were doing, it was really good. I give them, I don't know what their association was or what the name of their group was, but that wrestling team did a fantastic job. So thankful for them. I mean, that was a lot of work putting that booth up, putting their ring up and all of the technical stuff that went along with it. But I think they did like 3 or 4 different shows throughout the day. I got to catch the last one, and But yeah, they did a great job. So I want to thank them for being there.
Should we share the good news about next year's Hilltop? Should we just go ahead and put it out there?
I don't see why not.
Cousin's Made Lobster food truck will be at Hilltop again next year.
And the Over Mountain Victory Trail Association will be there celebrating their 50th anniversary of the Over Mountain Victory Trail and their reenactments. So for those that joined us on Tuesday down at Kiwanis Park, that will not happen next year on Tuesday. It's kind of what we're planning. That will happen in conjunction with the Hilltop Fall Festival on the courthouse lawn. So we will have the real life storytelling, our first person storytelling from the Over Mountain Victory Trail Association, the reenactments. And we're still going back and forth on the black powder display.
Maybe we can get the National Park Service to come to this Hilltop event.
Well, the problem with that is that typically the first Saturday in October is the celebration at Kings Mountain. And so usually the National Park Service is tied up with that.
Dang.
Yes, Christy in on the app for the lobster truck. I'm telling you, I was sitting on the courthouse lawn. I think it was during the dog show, and I was getting hungry. I downloaded the app, made my order on the courthouse lawn, paid for it, and I walked over to where the food truck was. And as I'm walking up to the food truck, they're like, "Order for Doug, order for Doug." And everybody in that line gave me the stankest of stank eyes. Like, who are you? How did you skip the line? And why are you getting a, your order right now? So that is the tip of the day is download the app, make your order, and then walk up there and pick it up. But I was like, hey, you can skip the line too. Just download the app. No special treatment for the town manager. I'm telling you, I paid full price too. I just the app.
Gosh.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And I did talk with Jakey Dogs yesterday, and they're considering a run at the Hilltop Fall Festival next year too. So
I would love to have them here.
yeah, they do a good job. They're up on Railroad Avenue most of the time now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else we got, Magnolia?
I can't think of anything.
Oh, busy time here in Rutherton. Like I said, check out Rutherton Fire and Rescue. They've got events going on all throughout the month. They've got some stuff coming up for our seniors at a lot of our senior housing programs and projects. But if you're a church group and you're looking for some activities for cooking safety, just household safety tips in general, Wendy has a great program over at Rutherton Fire and Rescue. Check her out. Book her for something coming up. I know October, the calendar is getting full for them. October the 26th at 4:00 will be the grand opening of Fire Station number 2 over at 1701 Baber Road. Come by. We've got some little trinkets and stuff to give out there to kind of celebrate that day. You're going to want to be a part of that and take a tour of the station and be with us. Next week on Tuesday, we've got a town council meeting that's going to kind of be going over Norris Recreation Complex plans, which is the new park behind the Rutherford Hospital. We'll be talking about our police station and future town hall. All of these funded by allocations from the state of North Carolina in the General Assembly budget this year. So I want to give them a big thank you for the influx of funding to the town. And then the Eric Wells Memorial Shelter has reached its fundraising goal, and we'll be talking to town council about moving forward with that over at Kiwanis Park. Still time to donate. Obviously, if you've been in the construction business, you know that prices continue to go up. So please don't feel discouraged. If you are considering a donation to that shelter, I am sure that as we move forward with construction, we're going to need every dollar available to make sure that reaches the goal of being opened. So please, if it's something you're considering donating to, we would love to allow that donation to happen in memorial of Eric, or if you're just a big fan of Kiwanis Park, or however you've been moved by that shelter project, we would love to continue to take donations on that. And then tonight is a Fab night. Fab will be on Court Street Court Street between Central and Main, right in front of 113 for a ticketed event with the Dancing Fleas. First 100 folks to the door get in for free. After that, we believe it's $20 a piece. If we're wrong on that, don't come back to us. Just just pay the difference and go in and have some fun. And then tonight is also the grand opening night for Fly Girl Brewing next to Fly Boy Pizza out on, I believe that's Tanner Drive off Rock Road. And they'll be open all weekend. I believe their hours are 11 to midnight every day. They've got food from Fly Boy Pizza, but then also their food truck there at the brewery. Tonight is also the big rivalry game for our friends up at RS Central High School as they take on East Rutherford High at 7:30 at the Palace. So good luck, Hilltoppers. Wish you all the best on that one. And then next Saturday is the Empty Bowls fundraiser for Rutherton Roots.
Yep. Christy asked a good question. I wouldn't think that the food trucks are ticketed. So if you want to just go grab a quick dinner, I think you were in the clear to do that.
Yeah, just the entry into the Dancing Fleas concert inside 113 will be ticketed. Everything else is available to the general public and will operate just like a normal Fab night, just condensed. Instead of on Central Street, we'll be over on Court Street between Main and Central, right in front of Small Town Coffee Roasters. So come on out. I don't know what food trucks they're going to have tonight, but I think they've got 2 or 3 trucks that are coming and some vendor spaces that'll be around them.
Awesome.
All right.
That was a mouthful. That was a whole lot that you just went through.
That was a lot. Every Friday, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And there's stuff we miss. I get people texting me after Brewtiful mornings. Oh, you missed this. You missed that. I'm sorry. Hey, I keep a notepad now just to try to get through it all.
Anyway, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, everybody. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the.
We're never lost, we're never down.